Good day, creative geniuses. Welcome. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspires Sanctuary, where we come together once a week to have a new thought about this thing called life. How are you doing? Happy almost Halloween. I love this time of year with the beautiful fall colors and the crisp air and the time changes, and it's just beginning to slow down for me. In nature, it does that too. So I'm grateful you're here whenever and wherever you watch this. And remember, you can always pass it on to a friend. I put it on my YouTube page also. And so people that aren't on Facebook can enjoy. So thank you again for being here. A dear friend sent me this and I can't remember, I think the author's name is Cameron, I apologize, but she sent me this beautiful story and article, and I thought it would be a good thing to hear today. And it's called The Practice of Returning. So I'm going to read it. We'll do a little contemplation and a breath practice, yogic breath practice, and see where that goes. There's a story told of the Buddha and an angry man. The man came hurling insults full of fury, demanding a fight. But the Buddha stood calm, rooted in stillness. When the man finally paused for breath, the Buddha said softly, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" "Well, to the one who offered it," the man replied. Exactly," said the Buddha. "So it is with your anger. I do not accept it. It remains yours." There's deep wisdom there, isn't there? Think about that. Because we're living in a time of constant provocation, fear, uncertainty, outrage. But not every gift must be received. Not every insult has to be given. We don't have to give our energy to it. And not everything deserves our participation. Take a breath with that. To not receive the gift of contempt, the author says, is a sacred act of resistance. It's not passivity, it's presence. It is choosing not to mirror cruelty. It is refusing to be governed by someone else's narrative of hate. Others may try to distract, dominate, or humiliate, but we do not have to carry what was never ours to begin with. We can be like the Buddha, they say, grounded, discerning, still. We can hold our clarity like a flame in a windstorm. When we stop reacting to every cruelty and begin responding from a more sacred place, we can reclaim our sacred agency, our center. This is not detachment. It is a strategic refusal to let chaos take over our spirit. Hear that? It's a refusal to not let chaos take over our spirit. We need not be reactive, but wise, spiritually rooted, discerning, collective, generous, joyful, and courageous. I remember, I've said this before, I remember during COVID, the very first part of COVID, my yoga class, we had to go online on Zoom. We couldn't meet in person. And there was a lot of confusion at the very beginning, a lot of not knowing really how to deal with everything. And I remember saying to my students, it takes courage to not fall apart right now, doesn't it? And sometimes when I hear the news or I watch the news, and I realize it really takes me to have courage not to fall apart and get sucked into the chaos. It's a choice. You've heard that before. So let's be courageous and not accept that gift of hatred or division or separation. Try. Takes practice, I think, because we're so we're so attuned to stress right now and upset that it's like seems natural, and it's not. It's not. So let's take some yogic breaths. I can do that today. Let's tap our heart chakra first. And just take a few ahs. Ah is the sound of the heart center. Feeling our feet on Mother Earth as we do this. If you're not driving, lightly tap your third eye. Ooh, Ajna, your wisdom eye. Ooh, we open to that inner guidance today. And lightly tap your crown chakra, Sahasrara, opening to infinite possibilities, potential for greater good. Why not? And then cross your hands over your heart if it's comfortable. This is called a serenity hold. And as we sit with a nice vertical spine and we feel our feet on the Mother Earth, lengthening our spine, so the Sushumna channel inside flows with vitality and energy. And let's breathe in self-love, compassion for ourselves. And as we exhale, let that circulate, distribute that energy throughout your body, mind, and spirit. Let's breathe in vitality, harmony. Just use your imagination, and as you exhale, allow it to flow and distribute throughout your body, every cell, every part of you. Harmony. And again, inhale. Let's inhale gratitude. And exhale gratitude for this moment right now, where all is well and we are safe. Right now. Right now. And then we just notice the breath as it slows down and deepens naturally. You can do a yogic breath, Ujjayi breath through the back of your throat. So you hear that beautiful sound like a tunnel. And as we consciously breathe, it calms our nervous system and slows down our busy mind. Creates clarity. Turns on our parasympathetic nervous system. So we move out of stress, fight, and flight. Feel that right now. You are safe, you are loved, you are here. You can relax your hands on your lap if they're there and just stay in this space of openness and receptivity. And I have a few questions for you just to contemplate. What, quote, gifts, maybe anger, confusion, or fears, are you being invited to refuse this week? What gifts, such as anger or confusion or fear, are you being invited to refuse or let go of this week? And where in your life are you reacting instead of responding? What would it mean to pause? And we breathe. And lastly, what anchors you when the world tries to pull you into its chaos? What brings you back to center when the world tries to pull you into its chaos? And take a breath. The practice of returning. Today, we can practice the art of returning what is not ours. When someone hurls an insult, a provocation, or a manipulative narrative your way, pause, breathe. Remember, you are not obligated to pick it up. You can say, this is not mine. I return it to its source with compassion. I choose clarity, I choose presence, and I choose peace right now. What a beautiful pivot that is. And when we do that, we are grounded. We return to our breath. We return to our values. We return to love. Yes, because that's what it's all about. Yes. So our affirmation today is, I choose clarity, I choose presence, I choose peace. Let's say that together. I choose clarity, I choose presence, I choose peace. One more time. I choose clarity, I choose presence, I choose peace. Oh, that feels so much better. Let's take a deeper cleansing breath and come back as we open our eyes and rub our hands together. Feeling more centered, calm, open, balanced, and spacious. Carry that with us into the rest of this beautiful day. Clasp our hands and stretch. Oh, take a nice big lengthening. Oh, pop, pop, pop. Open your arms and reach wide. Expand, expand, expand. And come back down to earth. So grateful we're here together whenever and wherever you're watching this from. Please let me know. I so appreciate you. And happy Halloween on Friday. It's kind of a fun time. And also the Day of the Dead coming up to honor our ancestors in a loving, loving way. What a beautiful opportunity. So have a great rest of this day and week. I will see you next Wednesday. Namaste.